I haven't been on here in quite a while, so let me see if I can get myself together, get this thing right, so I can look better for y'all. Maybe this will work. Okay. All right, all right. I hope I got it right. Hey everybody. So you all know who I am. In case you're visiting my channel for the first time, my name is LaRon Quarles, and I'm a certified IAT trichologist, hair loss specialist, wellness specialist here in the New Jersey area. My business is SBL Hair Loss in Pleasantville, New Jersey. If you need to reach me by any chance, please email me at info@hairlosscenternj.com. You can always give us a call 24 hours a day. If it's after 9 o'clock on Eastern Standard Time, I'm not answering the phone. 609-553-7079. You can always send us a text, 609-666-4674, if there's anything that I can help you with, and we can go from there. I don't answer personal questions, but if you would like to set up a 10-minute consultation with me, you can visit our website, hairlosscenternj.com. You can go to booking and book a 10-minute consultation, and then we can discuss some of your needs. But I wanted to jump on here today just to talk to you about thinning hair and if you know what to do about it. If you can, if you have a second, please hit subscribe and subscribe to my channel so you can stay on top of any future videos that I put out and you won't miss anything. But I will just say, if you have thinning hair, send me a message, send me a comment since we're on a live. Let me know what some of your challenges are, because I know a lot of people have thinning hair. And I want to ask you, what is it that you're doing about it? So if you can, put something up in the chat for me so I can just answer your question, because I want to just share something with you. But if you don't, okay, it's all right. But I just want to let you know that oxygen has a lot to do with why your hair may be thinning. I want to share something with you. When you cut yourself, the very first day, you want to clean it. You want to make sure that you clean out all of the bacteria. Use a little bit of peroxide, a little bit of Benadine. Hopefully you don't use alcohol so it'll dry your skin out. And then you put a Band-Aid on it. But the next day, collagen is rushing to that site. It's working on the scar tissue. It's forming new skin. And by the next day, 24 hours, your skin has literally fused itself back together, because God is awesome, and that's just what he does. He allows your skin to fuse back together. You can take the Band-Aid off and allow your skin to get oxygen. So oxygen helps speed healing. Also, like when you go in a hospital, you ever notice how when you're in the hospital, it's text message, when you are really, really sick or really, really ailing, sometimes they'll give you oxygen up underneath your nose because you need that pure oxygen so that you can, think clearly, speed healing, get better. That's another reason why we get oxygen, because it's good for the body, helps us heal. When you're really, really bad off and you're possibly in a coma or something else happens to you, they'll put you in a hyperbaric chamber. That is nothing but pressurized pure oxygen to help you speed healing. So my question to you is, do you understand that a low oxygen state in the body can lead to thinning hair? So I want you to think about that for a second. So my reason for being on here right now is just to let you know that you have to get up your oxygen levels in your body so that your hair can grow properly, can grow thicker, have more density in the long run. But there are some things that you have to do. Did you know that red blood cells carry oxygen to the capillaries that feed our hair? Yeah, we have to get our hemoglobin levels up because we have low oxygen states in our body that contributes to thinning hair. So a lot of us have low iron, low vitamin D. We do not want to take vitamins, and everybody that sits in my chair, that connects with me, that has a consultation, first thing I'll say is, are you taking nutritional supplements? Are you taking vitamins? No. Why not? That's the first place you should start. If you're having thinning hair, don't wait and think your body's going to correct it by not putting a perm in it and not putting color in your hair. No, you need to do some things on the front end. The first thing you should do is always make sure that you're getting necessary vitamins and nutrients. Let me share something with you. Whenever you eat something, whether it's a cup of coffee, it's alcohol, it's food, it's a bag of potato chips, it's a salad, whatever it is that you're eating, your body has to neutralize or acidify the effects of everything that you eat to keep your body on balance. And if any of you are familiar with the acid levels and the alkaline levels in the body, you know, the buzzword is, oh, you want to be more alkaline, eat alkaline, become more alkaline. But what happens is your body will buffer everything that you put into it by drawing from your body's bones. So over the long haul, that creates a very acidic place for the body. Your body is also draining itself of potassium, draining itself of sodium, magnesium, and calcium. It takes calcium from the bones so that it can buffer everything that you give it so it can bring your body back to a state of normalcy. So, every time you eat something, you're losing four precious minerals: calcium, sodium, potassium, magnesium. So, daily, you need to make sure you get that in a nutritional supplement. So, right there, you need to start with a nutritional supplement. If you feel as if your hair is starting to change, that's another reason why you should take a nutritional supplement. So, when you all email me and you put up your comments, start with a nutritional supplement first. Then give yourself a few months and see if anything has changed. So that's the first thing that I like to tell everyone is if you feel as if your hair is thinning, just making sure you get a nutritional supplement can make your body feel that much better. So when your red blood cells are low, it cannot carry oxygen to your capillaries. One of your first clues that you're having a problem is you'll feel loopy, you'll feel tired, you'll feel sluggish because you're not getting enough oxygen within the body. And a low oxygen state is not good for the body itself, and it's definitely not good for the hair. Some other things that you have to do is eat to build up your hemoglobin. Let me swipe this off, these text messages. Eat to keep your hemoglobin up. So some things that are a deterrent to low oxygen states in the body are sugars, milk, corn, wheat, gluten, excess fried foods, excess hydrogenated oils, excess proteins, such as food that comes from cows. Cows, while they're going through their digestive process and they're eating grass and grains and whatever they eat, during their digestive process, they contribute to hydrogenation in the body. So hydrogenated sources are already in the cow. When we eat too much beef and too much steak and too much, all we need is 4 ounces, and 4 ounces is about as big as the palm of our hand. So when we eat excess beef, it adds to the hydrogenated food in our diet. So hydrogenated foods, wheats, gluten, rye bread, white bread, white rice, excess white potatoes, fried foods, sugar, all of that is bad for the body, and it contributes to the low oxygen state in our body. So no milk, no cheese, no dairy. Try eating something like vegan cheese, which is very good. It melts and it's kind of stringy and it tastes very good. But as a nation, we're suffering, and it contributes to low oxygen states in the body, and it has an effect on our hair on the long run. So we have to add to our hemoglobin sources. So eat things that are rich in iron, that are going to be much better for you in the long run, which will help build up your hemoglobin levels. Hemoglobin helps feed red blood cells, which carry oxygen to the capillaries in our hair cells. So we have to eat rich sources of things like spinach, celery. We have to eat good, rich, green foods, iron-rich foods. And if you get to a point where you don't want to include fresh vegetables in your diet, then take iron. Do not take it with calcium because they compete for absorption, and it will essentially knock out any calcium that you eat. So take iron by itself, take it with food, and if you can and you get a little you get bound up by taking excess iron, then try drinking plum juice or prune juice or something like that, or even try taking like a super cleanse tablet or something, or enjoy a cup of Metamucil or some dietary insoluble fiber just to help you push that out. But you have to get your hemoglobin up. Make sure that we're doing everything we can to build those red blood cells, which carry oxygen, because if your red blood cells are dropping, you definitely cannot get oxygen to those cells that will go to your capillaries. So we're trying to create better oxygen levels in the body. The more yeast you have in your body, if you're prone to yeast infections, you have a lot of dry skin, scalp scales on your scalp, and you're constantly, scratching and, flaking, all that kind of stuff, you probably have an abundance of yeast in your body. You need to work on reducing the yeast. Yeast, it takes away from the oxygen levels in our body. That also contributes to low oxygen states. So we have to reduce the yeast in our diet. We have to get rid of that yeast. We have to eat iron-rich foods, build up our hemoglobin, and we cannot eat those types of foods that create low oxygen states in our gut. Eating wheat and gluten, sugar, dairy, cheese, fried foods, hydrogenated oils. We have to eat cleaner. We have to do better. What is great for us are things like, eggs once in a while, spinach, lentils, beans, plant proteins, and things like edamame. Try eating things like, quinoa, couscous, no white rice. Try to eat brown rice, depending on what circles you dip in. Some people say those things are inflammatory. I get it, but my point is you cannot eat a whole lot of white potatoes, white starch, white rice, refined foods, refined sugars, refined juices, because we have to do better. We have to treat our bodies better if we want to have better hair. And for the life of me, it bothers me when I keep talking to my people and we don't want to do better. We want to keep doing things that are contrary to good health, but yet we want better hair growth. No, we have to do everything better on the front end. So 3 months from now, 6 months from now, 9 months from now, you can see changes in your hair. We also have to do better as far as eating additional antioxidants, making sure we have anti-inflammatories in our diet, like rich sources of omega-3s, 6s, 9s. We have to make sure that we do better. We have to make sure we eat digestive enzymes so that we can process our food in our stomach, so that when it gets down to the gut, we can absorb that food, and through our permeable intestinal gut lining, we can absorb all of those minerals. So we need digestive enzymes. We need prebiotic rich foods, and those are insoluble fiber, good sources of radicchio, endive, not iceberg lettuce, but maybe spinach and rich green sources of food on the front end. So when we're eating that stuff, it's better for our gut in the long run. So we need digestive enzymes, probiotics, nutritional supplements. We need omegas, antioxidants. We need it all, but we have to do better. So if you want better hair, we have to work on having better oxygen levels in the body. How do we get better oxygen levels? We have to eat more hemoglobin-rich foods, things that are going to raise our hemoglobin levels. If you cannot eat rich sources of hemoglobin, try adding iron to your diet every so often. Make sure you eat it by itself. Do not eat it with any calcium, because the iron will compete for absorption and it'll essentially knock out any calcium. You do not take calcium with iron. You take calcium with D3. They work well together so that they're better absorbed. But I hope this helps someone. And if there's anything I can do to help any of you guys out, please inbox me, info@hairlosscenter.com. I'm sorry, info@hairlosscenternj.com. I forgot my own email. You can always call me, 609-553-7079, or you can send me a text, 609-666-4674, and I am Eastern Standard Time. So if you send me something after 9 o'clock, I will not answer you to the following day. Please, if you leave me a message, I will get back to you the following business day. I'm not always available because I work alone to answer every call, but I hope this helps. So talk to you guys soon. Thank you. Thank you so much, AW.